Will you add any other legal expertise? Just to give us some extra help?
I want you guys to get that car. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
There's only so much you can do. You're one man, and this is a big case. You got the whole government. Would you advise him, hey, let's bring a few more people on the team, some investigators?
Yeah, we do have some investigators.
Okay.
So we're talking about it.
Do you plan on investigating any of the prosecutors or the judges just to see if there's any collusion?
No, I don't tend to do that. That's not usually the right move. I'm going to investigate the facts. I mean, Mr. Combs has maintained that he's innocent. He's a smart guy. He knows what he did and what he didn't do. He knows what he intended and didn't intend, and I believe him. And we're gonna defend him, and we're gonna bring this case to trial as soon as possible. He testified in his last trial and he got acquitted. He's a man who knows what it's like to have a jury of 12 New Yorkers look at you and say not guilty, and he's looking forward to that happening again.
You talked about some of the growth that he's done since that 2016 incident with Cassie.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the kind of work that he's done to grow as a person?
He went to rehab for a period of time. He's in therapy regularly. He's in a program now in New York. I don't want to get into too many of the details of these things. These are confidential, situations. But he takes his strength of character and his growth very seriously, and he works really hard to be a better person every day.
That's
he does.
Do you think that this was a money grab that got blown out of proportion? Because, people were okay while they were on payroll, but it wasn't until they stopped getting paid that now you hear all these allegations and people want money. People are waiting 6, 7, 8 years to make complaints.
What we know, all I'll say about that is this all grew out of civil cases. Nobody ran to the cops. Nobody ran to Homeland Security or to the police or to the FBI and say, I'm the victim of a crime. They ran to plaintiffs' lawyers and said, I want to sue, Mr. Combs. That's how the case started. You can take it from
Can you describe the conditions of the detention center right now for him?
So it is. The food is inedible, from what I've been told. It's way too hot in the summer. Sometimes there's no heat at all in the winter. The toilet water's been known to freeze. It's violent. Someone like Mr. Combs, might be a target for certain things, and we can't let that happen.
So open and public population while he's there.
He's not. I don't know how they're going to handle it. Right now he's not.
They should put him in general prop because solitary confinement will make you go crazy.
How is he grappling? It was almost exactly a year ago that he was handed the key to New York City. How is he grappling with where he is now?
I don't think he's thinking about it that way. I think he has these challenges that he's facing, and he's going to deal with those. He's not one to look backwards all that much. He's a very forward-looking person, and to his great credit, I think he has tremendous strength of character, and he really does firmly believe in his innocence, and I think that helps him.
Could you just comment on how disappointing it is to not get the bail application denied?
Listen, I'm a defense lawyer. I get my heart broken, every day, and my heart's kind of broken now.
I'll leave it the politics.
One of the things that you were attempting to do today at today's hearing is separate the issue of sex from violence here, and that was clearly something that couldn't be resolved.
The Diddy lawyer is answering questions
about that thought process.
from some media,
you see that on the surveillance
News 2, and fellow content creators.
So what I was explaining to the judge, and what I firmly believe is true, is that the best aspects of that particular relationship was their intimate time together. I don't think there's any problem there. What the worst times of that relationship were was that there was mutual infidelity, by Mr. Combs and by the
single rich man, a single wealthy man.
Excuse me, but one could argue, though it is in course a civil suit that was settled, clearly Cassie Ventura believes otherwise, that there are two very diverging versions of the story.
I expect that is going to be the centerpiece of the trial, and that's why we have trials. She has the view, and I'm not commenting on anyone's name. That's one thing.
We are listening to
some
Diddy's
witnesses will have a view, government witnesses will have a view, defense witnesses will have a view. and a jury of 12 New Yorkers will decide.
Really quickly, we had an associate of Diddy's, Kevin Lyles, step down yesterday from his company. Is there any relation to this case?
I don't know why I stepped down. I don't know.
Okay.
No one's told me. So I can't
Does
tell
it
you.
happen at the same meeting?
I'm going to go. We'll have the walk sign. I hope that I told you guys, but what much is the card? All right. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you
One
for talking,
request to tell
Charles.
the professionals, ex-employees said get well, man.
How y'all doing? Oh,
Oh, you okay? Stay. Stop. Okay. Your wheel.